My name is Craig Gordon. I represent the N.E.A.D Foundation. That stands for Nutrition and Exercise versus Addiction and Disease. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that you might not have ever heard about. That is the relationship between crime, violence, and nutrition or malnutrition. So I can't tell you how many thousands of people I've talked to, and I've said to them, have you ever heard of violence and nutrition in the same conversation? And they're like, huh? Oh. And I say, well, have you seen enough violence in your life? Oh yeah. Did anybody ever mention in your whole life that nutrition might be a big part of violence? No, I can't say I have. So now I'm saying to you that the half pound to pound of sugar that each American puts away when we're kids, and all the junk food, all the chemicals, all the variety of additives and preservatives and pesticides and on and on and on, with the toxic environment created by all these foods when you eat them inside your body, and then you expect to take care of your body, which is what you do to your brain at the exact same time. Your body and brain are not separated. They're in one unit. So I'm talking about how all the sugar and all the junk food we eat as kids in America actually wind up causing crime and violence. So all that sugar, all those processed carbohydrates, all those chemicals wind up so pissing off your body, what happens? Your brain follows your body like a perfect shadow. So we see in all sorts of places, cities or not, that everywhere you go there's fast food. Everywhere you go there's a variety store. Everywhere you go there's a gas station. So it turns out that more than half of all Americans spend more than half of their food budget on ultra processed food you could buy in a gas station. And that's coming from the CDC. And it's echoed by the Surgeon General. Could you imagine that much money and that much consumption of that much garbage and how it affects our brains? So, isn't that interesting? And then we have crime on the rise. We have delinquent and debatable behavior, deviant behavior, all sorts of abhorrent behavior. And then we have the kids that are struggling to get through high school, let alone college. Then we have the school to prison pipeline. And then what's the fastest way to get your little fix? Well, it's go to a store, go to a fast food place, order a nice tall slushie or a big ice cream cone or a big, a stack of burgers. Maybe it's, what all kids seem to slam on is French fries or pizza. What is that? It's pretty much garbage. It's white flour. It's sugar in the tomato sauce. It's cheese that winds up clogging your arteries. It's the white flour in the crust turns into white sugar in 20 minutes flat. Bang, 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 like Grant took Richmond. So sugar, more sugar, chemicals, toxics, garbage, pesticides, it goes on and on with the additives and the compounds from the additives. So maybe some of the kids are actually allergic to some of those additives. Maybe they're sensitive to them. Maybe their blood sugar's going up and down like a yo-yo. Somebody says something stupid, there's a fight. They get in a fight, they get suspended from school. They think fighting is normal, bad news. They have fights at home, more bad news. Then they get frustrated. Then they're on the street. Somebody says something funny, there's another fight. Then maybe they pull out a knife. Maybe they pull out a gun. Who knows? But all of this stuff is cumulative and progressive. So we need to take nutrition and exercise far more seriously if we're ever going to do something about criminal recidivism. The R word. The biggest thing in criminal justice is recidivism. And no one's talking about nutrition anywhere near as often or enough so that we all get the message and begin to take nutrition and exercise a lot more seriously. I'm hoping that you'll consider it, you'll think about it, you'll be a better example, you'll do something for you so that you can wholeheartedly represent this to our kids and to other people so we can begin to change our behaviors and our isms. Thank you for your consideration. My name is Craig Gordon. I represent the N.E.A.D Foundation. That stands for Nutrition and Exercise versus Addiction and Disease. The website is N.E.A.D USA.org.